Ruby. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Hungry Ladybug. So if you're new to the channel, which you probably are considering we just started it and we only put out the one video, which is a pumpkin pie making vlog if you're interested. The Hungry Ladybug is a project that my sister Cameo and I started. We wanted a way to commemorate our grandmother, Anne Mead, who was a Ukrainian Canadian woman. And she was an excellent baker, an excellent cook, and we thought that we would work our way through her recipe book and document it here and on our food blog. So I'm really excited because Cameo is actually coming home in less than a week now to visit all of us for Christmas and stay for a few months. So we'll actually be able to do some cooking and baking vlogs together. So I'm feeling really festive and really cozy. A nice hot chocolate. The kittens have all of their Christmas toys out and the Christmas tree is up and decorated. But of course, what I'm most excited for is the food. And that's why I'm here today, because we have a really exciting announcement. And that is going to be the 12 dishes of Ukrainian Christmas. Now, Eastern Orthodox Christmas is typically celebrated on the 7th of January. Our family celebrates on the 24th and the 25th. We usually eat our big meal on the 24th. So from the 13th to the 24th of December, we're going to be putting up a video every day showing you one of the 12 dishes that we typically serve for our Christmas dinner. So in Ukrainian tradition and in a lot of other Eastern European cultures, there's the tradition of serving 12 dishes for Christmas, each one representing one of the apostles, or maybe a 13th dish to represent Christ. So in my immediate family, while we typically would eat a lot of Ukrainian food, we wouldn't necessarily incorporate any of these traditions. But I know that my mother and my grandmother, Anne Mead, and then her mother, so my great-grandmother, were more closely tied to their Ukrainian heritage. My great-grandmother came over directly from Europe, so they more closely observed some of the more religious aspects. The Ukrainian Christmas traditions are really beautiful, and my mom has told me a lot of stories about her experiences of them growing up. From what I understand, and from what I've read, your Christmas dinner only begins after a day of fasting when the first star appears in the sky. So 12 dishes are prepared for Christmas Eve. Traditionally, these don't contain any animal products except for fish. So no dairy or eggs or any other kind of meat. I know that my grandmother would definitely have used dairy products and eggs for her meals, but I'm pretty sure that they did abstain from meat. Of course, all of the recipes you're going to be seeing, they're not going to be vegan, but they are going to be vegetarian because both me and my sister are vegetarian. So back to the traditions, the table would be prepared and the floor would be strewn with hay, and you would take the holopchi, I think that's how you pronounce it, which is a braided bread. It's really beautiful. We made one last year and it makes a really beautiful centerpiece, and you place it around a candle and you light the candle. And then the first dish that's served will always be the kutya. And I remember this growing up, and we've always had it at every Christmas dinner. It's a very special dish. It's only served on special occasions, and it's a kind of a cooked wheat sweetened with honey and poppy seeds, and sometimes fruits and nuts are added. And it kind of represents a good harvest and good health and prosperity for the coming year. Then all of the other dishes follow. So we're kind of doing our own. I didn't find any kind of set plan of dishes that is always followed. So what we've done is picked out all of our favorite Ukrainian dishes and what we know that our grandmother traditionally served for her meal. And I know for her it was a really elaborate feast. In addition to the kutya and the holopchi, we're going to be making a heck of a ton of food. We're going to be making pierogis, of course, which, if you don't know, are a kind of dumpling that's stuffed with sauerkraut or potatoes or cottage cheese. We're going to be making holopchi, which are cabbage rolls. Lots of cabbage, borscht, of course, which is a beet soup, and we're going to be doing some naliasnaki, which are kind of crepe, which I clearly don't know how to pronounce, nor do I know how to make them. So Camille will be in charge of those. And then we're also going to be doing some sweet dishes. Now, I know that traditionally there would be kind of a poppy seed cake or maybe some Ukrainian style donuts, but we're going to be doing what my grandma would always do. Maybe not to the same extent. Of course, my grandma would make 3 different kinds of pies, maybe even 4: pecan, pumpkin, apple, cream pie. We're probably going to be doing an apple pie just because that's quite simple. And then I know that my grandma would always make, they're a kind of cinnamon, like a little cinnamon twist in a crescent shape. And I think that they're a traditional Ukrainian recipe, but I'm not entirely sure. So it's going to be a lot of work, but hopefully really, really fun. And we're excited to share some of our traditions and our recipes with you guys. Now, most of the recipes are going to be taken from my grandma's cookbook, but the ones that we can't find in there, we're going to be getting from a website called Claudia's Cookbook. Now, I'm a big fan of Claudia's Cookbook. It saved us last Christmas. Claudia's Cookbook is run by a woman called Jamie, and Claudia is her mother. She's kind of doing something similar to what we're doing in that she's learning her mother's recipes. She shares so many lovely Ukrainian recipes, among other things. I made her cabbage buns last year and they were amazing. They turned out so nice. I don't know how. I've never made anything with a yeast-based dough before, so I think it was mostly beginner's luck. Seeing what she was doing, that was part of the inspiration for our own project. Please go check out her blog. It's absolutely amazing. So again, this is going to be running from the 13th right up to the 24th, and hopefully you'll follow along and maybe try some of the recipes yourself. Can't go wrong with Ukrainian food at Christmas. It's all butter, all cream, the richest food you'll ever taste in your life. Also look out for some of the other videos we're going to be posting this December. There'll be a video dedicated to making your own festive infusions, alcohol infusions, and of course there will also be some cocktail recipes for you to try out. You know, before I said the food was my favorite part, the cocktails are probably my favorite part. Let's be honest. So check back for those if you're interested. Thank you for watching as always.